What is going on? I'm Zedmod, coming to you late today because I am swamped and crazy. Things are insane here. Busy, busy, busy. Plus, it is cold, like real cold. Typically, where I live in Canada, it doesn't get all that cold. So when you throw code Zedmod in that shop in every single Supercell game, doesn't typically go to blankets and heating and all of the rest of it, but right about now, it definitely does. So just to show how busy I am, I said 4 hours ago I was going to hit this operation base. People left it for me, so thank you. We are going to click there as I rub my hands together to warm them up. It is minus 20 Celsius here. It's typically like 10 degrees Celsius, so big difference. I don't do well in cold. My kid is still sleeping outside in the tent. Some of you who are new to the channel are going, what the heck is this guy talking about? More to that in a minute. Also doing a giveaway, giving away a prize as always on Friday. I haven't figured out what the prize is yet, but we are gonna give away the prize from last week, which was, of course, the Critter Plushie. So, Critter Plushie to go very soon. The question was, how much damage can Seekers have this season in Warships? They get up to 1,310. I accepted other answers. I did not expect people to bring in Bricks Battle Orders. I think it's 1,008 without Bricks Battle Orders. But well done to all of you. Some of you got the answer wrong because you forgot about this choice node right here, which gives us some extra Seeker levels on the health and the damage. That might be relevant later on in the season. We'll find out soon there. But for right now, it's Operation Attack time. As you can see, we've got 10 attacks. This might take 4 if I screw it up. This will take 1, this will take 1, this will take 1. So not a lot of pressure on me. We will get into warships and more in a second. But for right now, let's see how badly I can screw this up to get things going. Need to take a giant breath here because anytime you're rushed trying to do an operation attack, not a good idea. That is why the people who attack with like 0 seconds left in their operation, that's just adding stress where it's definitely not required. So we are coming over here. We're going to eat some cells. We're going to shock Bullet. We're going to shock that critter launcher. Also have to shock the flamethrowers. A little bit of a weird shock today because of rocket launchers up there. We are not going to eat all the cells because chances of me screwing up are about 50-50, I would say. Either I do or I don't. Sorry, old joke me and a good old friend of mine used to make. Basically, chances of anything are 50%. Either it's going to happen or it's not. Just to super dumb simplify things. Clearly, I was not good at statistics. But we're going to give it a go, getting all of the cells. We've got more than enough GBE at this point, so might as well head on in, get the party started. Now, we're going to get all of our Zookas up to about there. We are going to leave a anchor cell. Leaving anchor cells so important. Laren on past. Bullet and the gang. Of course, there's one stupid Zuka that went low. Why she went low, don't know, but she is going to screw things up for us in a big way. Gonna get Bullet there. Gonna get our Zukas down here. So far, not bad. As I zoom in and out like a crazy person, my apologies there. Shock there. Should be all we need, I think. Maybe throw some critters back here as we throw another taunt and another shock. Bullet is doing alive and well, and we have 117 GBE left over, which was silly. Clearly did not plan my shocks all that well. The fact that there were no lasers in that section right there definitely helped us, but I'll take it. Green Court, Bullet, shock. Green Court, one of the 2 or 3 bases I have yet to solo. I don't think it's ever gonna happen, but maybe, just maybe? Now that that is done, you know what? Let's just get to the prize for those of you waiting and waiting. Don't want to keep you guys waiting. Let's get that drum roll going. And the winner is Core 9262, actually doing the math on their own. If you're asking how much DPS Seekers have alone, I believe it's 1008. Yes, correct answer number 1. With the boost and 100% TD, they go up with Brick. It's 1310.4. How I know that Falcor did the math on their own is because of that 0.4. The copycats, which is totally fine, as you can tell by parents, totally acceptable. I don't need you guys to do the math. You are more than welcome to copy off your partner or copy off a stranger. By the way, this is like the 3rd time Perrins has been a backup. Always the bridesmaid. Falcor, do reach out to me on Discord. Use that link at the top. You don't have to stay in my Discord. Jump in, send me a message. I'll send you the prize, and then you can bail if you'd like. Just want to re-emphasize, this is not me farming people onto my Discord. You can leave at any point. Only reason for Discord is so that I can send you a secure, private message. Anyways, let's get in and have a look at our good friends, the Warship. This is my low Warship, as you can tell by it doesn't have much in the way of defenses. My other one, actually, it has a bunch of this stuff. I've gone the same path on both. That is the top path. Got a video on that somewhere in the cards up about there. Do go the top path through Laser Rangers. I'm gonna try a new hit that I've never done before, assuming the base allows it. I think this might be worthwhile. Throwing out Heavy Chopper Rush with some Laser Rangers. Probably gonna fall out a diamond in the process, but I'm totally cool with that. First and foremost, let's get you there and you there. We're gonna send you back here. You know what? Let's send 2 of you back there. We're gonna send you guys to the back in this section. We're gonna send a rocket chopper with you. You guys are gonna clear that back area. Don't want rocket launchers shooting my troops in the face. Bad things happen. Bad things happen. No plurals, double plural when you get shot in the face. Rocket launchers are not to be trifled with this season. Don't have a ton of GBE, so we are going to throw a barrage over here just to be super careful. Throwing bullet on that left-hand side. Don't need to rush too much. Definitely, oh gosh. Come on, there we go. That back section is taken care of. And now we just need this front section to get going. So I can get a Shock Knuckles out. Bullet went high. Of course, bullet went high. So now I need to get rid of this stupid mortar before it kills all my stupid troops. And now we're just going to see if we can't walk through with Laser Ranger. Is this a good idea? Probably not. But like I said, you gotta break a few eggs to make some sandwiches. Whatever the heck that expression is. So Bullet and the gang clearing through this stuff pretty darn quickly. Laser Rangers have a whole bunch of DPS. Bullet went left. That is not ideal under any circumstances, but it should allow our Heavy Choppas to get over there before our Laser Rangers. Yeah, not ideal, but look at this. This back section almost gone. We've got at least one of the engine rooms. Bullet's gonna hopefully shock that rocket launcher before it turns onto our troops. Turns out he didn't, but not bad so far. Fairly did I get a Laser Ranger to walk back there? Looked like maybe for a second. That rocket launcher is going to be the crux of this hit, though. Never mind. Rocket launcher's gone. Shock mine gone. Anytime you can get a time faster than about a minute 30, you're almost certainly going to win unless you go against one of those players using those 1310 DPS Seekers. I am not going to get a minute 30. We are going to be close, but no cigar. But that is my first time using Laser Rangers with Heavy Choppas, making up attacks on the go. That is part of the reason why I threw some tokens into Laser Rangers. Really do want to investigate just to see Gangster Elmo. That is a great name. Just to see how viable they are. I mean, later on they might, oh, Gangster Elmo doing something similar. They've got some laser rangers in there. I like it. Might just lose to the gangsterest of the Elmos as they throw artillery out there. Looks like they went to the back section first and they're coming back around. It is gonna be tight, but I think we've got the win. I had to see that the Gangster Elmo has the same idea as me. By the way, I did go back for forward for critter launchers. There is some discussion about whether it's better to get critter launchers or shock launchers. I personally went back for critter launchers or forward for critter launchers, and it looks like it's paid off for us. Shock launchers are next in my list though. And speaking of that winner right there, Falcor made the interesting choice. I was gonna say mistake, but someone had to try it. Going to 7 engine rooms. If you're thinking about going to 7 engine rooms, don't. You need to get enough keys to get 2 Doom Cannons, to get 2 Sky Shields, and backfill a little bit. The 7 engine room deck, so much easier to hit. I need to get some intel though. As you can see, our task force, we've got an hour left. We are low on intel, so I am going to quickly destroy some NPCs here as I think about what the heck to give away. I think it's gonna have to be another Boom Beach t-shirt. I think it has to be the red one. I think we've got, ooh, we have to attack an NPC. Is that in that center section? Let's just zoom out. Yeah, it looks like it is in that center section, which is not covered by tribes, unfortunately. So we have to actually attack an NPC. Should be able to just send Bullet back there, I hope. Let's send Bullet all the way back. Smoke, 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 smoke. Getting rid of you, getting rid of you, getting rid of you. I cannot remember the last time I attacked an NPC. I can't remember the last time I attacked Dr. T, to be completely honest. I would love it if the weekly, daily events were updated. I feel like they're super outdated, and I know I should be using energy drink here to get faster times on this, but do keep attacking Dr. T. Cookie, a member of the female member, just for full disclosure there, not sure why that's relevant, but Lady Boomers, love to see them. Got 2 crystals for almost every stage of Dr. T yesterday, which just reminds you, attacking NPCs, attacking Dr. T has so much goodness in store. So yes, we got almost nothing, but those crystal streaks do happen in a big way. At one point, I think I got 4 crystals for stage, maybe even 5 stages, 5 crystals for stage 7 of Dr. T with no Power Stone Chance statues. You can tell that I have been busy. I have NPCs from 3+ days ago on my map. I am sorry, Task Force. Warships taking up a ton of my time. Not that I have a lot of time. Let's get our red friends loaded. We're gonna just run over a bunch of bases with the Scorchers, by the way. Highly recommend using Brick's battle orders, just like with Seekers, makes for more fun, more interestingness. We're gonna send you out there. This person has 2 Doom Cannons and some critter launchers, so Brick's extra speed is definitely gonna be helpful. We are probably going to lose a couple troops because of the fact that they do have a couple Doom Cannons, but we are full boost, so maybe not. I think we lost 1 Scorcher, 3 times mode. I used to force quit a lot to clear my map. 3 times mode made it so I never ever force quit, even on Mega Crab. Really, what the heck are you even doing, my friend? Maybe this is your Hammerman base. Regardless, we're gonna throw a bunch of smokes and just flare on back. Yes, we're gonna hit some shock mines, but 3 times mode will solve all of the world's problems. I don't think I zoom very well, so if this video quality when I'm showing 3 times mode bothers you, please do let me know. Also, I fully intend to do a full boost Zuka map clear at 3 times mode. I don't know if that's actually possible, but this is my thinking that if I can smoke Scorchers, I can smoke those beautiful, beautiful Zuka ladies. I don't really think it's possible, but it's definitely worth a try. It's one of my challenges that I have for myself in the next month or two. So if you'd like to see full boost or even no boost, I think I need full boost just for the fat smokes though, because trying to get your troops to stay underneath smoke as you're on 3 times mode is fairly difficult. Don't know if I'll be able to pull it off. With Scorchers, doesn't really matter, obviously. With fragile little Zukas, could have a whole lot of problems. I'm going to go until I get 5 more intel, and then we will figure... By then, I will have figured out what the heck we're going to do for our next prize. I really did like... Man, without 3 times mode, it just seems so gosh darn slow that I don't even know how you play the game. It's kind of like when you're driving on the highway and you pull off onto a side street and it feels like you're standing still. Where you, I don't know if you guys have those where you are, but where the speed limit goes from like 110 to like 70 in span of like 5 seconds, just drives me insane. It feels like you're standing still. If it was just 70 the whole way, it wouldn't feel so bad, but I am full on ramble. There's one intel. Speaking of ramble, I mentioned my kid is outside. He has been living outside in a tent in Canada, Western Canada though, don't get me wrong, we're not in the east where it gets crazy cold, minus 40 or something bonkers like that, for upwards of 3.5 years. It'll be 4 years in May. Big shout out to Spring Bar Tent Company for giving him a tent. Saw his story, gave him a tent, so very, very private on my part, and as you can probably guess by the fact that this channel is called Anon Moose, which is short for Anonymous. Not the online hacker group, but just me not wanting people coming knocking at my door. So anyways, that is that. We have gotten a couple intel. I can't keep track. What do we got? We got none there, one there, one there. I'm just gonna forget the intel. We'll just go through Imitation Game, and then we'll get to my other warship, which I think is far, far, far more interesting because it has way more defenses, way more offensive power, but at the same time, I'm also using heavy choppa with bombardiers, which is far less exciting than our good friends Laser Rangers. Part of the reason why I like using Laser Rangers, simply because they are fun and fragile, and you get so much GBE, and they're fast. I am using a lot of bombardiers this season, but it is with under protest, perhaps? I don't know. Anyways, let's keep going. We are almost through all 7 stages. By the way, if you'd like to see a speed run of these things again, please do let me know. The problem is with force quitting, you can get all 7 stages done in like under a minute. So maybe that could be the contest for the prize, but I feel like that is not super duper fair because not everyone is able to upload screenshots. People struggle with taking screenshots on Android, it seems, which really shouldn't be the case. Recording video, taking screenshots on iOS and Android and whatever other OS you might be using should be straightforward, but for whatever reason people struggle. I've got subscribers ranging from like 8 to 78, so fully understand that people's devices and things might be a little bit outdated, or maybe their knowledge isn't. So just to keep it simple, we're gonna keep it down to a simple way to win. I really did like that where you guys told me your New Year's resolutions, though. I like the math. We did the math. Now we're gonna move it down to something a little bit more fun. Okay, full on ramble mode. Wow, many of you have said you like the longer format videos, so that is why this Friday video exists. But please, if you hate the long format, do know that I do shorter formats Monday through Thursday. And there is far less rambling and far more pointed topics. Either way, I'm going to ramble, but we are going to jump in and do Minotaur to start with, simply because it is a weird Minotaur, and I like the fact that there are no rocket launchers back there. Might being the very important word here, to solo this using mechs and laser rangers. I pretty much doubt it, but there is the slightest of slight chances. So now that those mechs are back there, don't need to worry about them so much. We are gonna wait for that flare. Actually, you know what? We're gonna get you guys over here. Get Dr. Heavy Kavan over there, and then as soon as that flare expires, we are gonna drop that mech over there with the intent of getting rid of that mortar. Why that mortar? Just because I want to be able to swing back to the left-hand side without worrying too much about whatever the heck's over there. So need to keep one more shock going. Getting rid of that shock launcher, going to be a pain, but as you can see, doing pretty okay at the moment. Getting rid of mortar, and that next mech is onto the shock launcher, which is fantastic. And now that that stuff is gone, we can bring all of our troops over into here. Couple artilleries on the shock launcher. One more. Ah! And now we somehow lost 7 laser rangers from that one boat. Not entirely sure what happened there, but as we get in, those mechs should shock many things. Just need... Oh, laser rangers veered off to the left. Those ones deserve to die. We're just going to leave them to die. Those ones are not the smartest of the laser rangers, so they are going to die. They are our sacrificial lambs. And now the rest of our mechs and critter launchers and all of the rest going on forward. Mechs do a fantastic job of staying alive. Last year, this would have been probably a Scorcher hit. Maybe it still is a Scorcher hit, but not with laser rangers. That is why these ladies are walking through this stuff, simply because all of those mechs shocking all of those things. And if you're wondering why the heck I'm doing this ridiculous attack, it's because this is a 50-person task force doing dead end. We could literally just barrage the cores with 50 people and likely take down the operation. So we are going to fail in this instance. It was definitely worth a try. I really do enjoy these sorts of silly, ridiculous, dumb attacks, because I have had some crazy solos this way, whether it be sliding block using laser rangers, or ribbon cable using boom beach, melon, bombardier. Sorry, brain not working on full tilt there. But there is so much goodness to be had by having silly operation attacks. And when you're in a 25-person doing duplexity, or a 5-person doing choke point, or whatever the heck it is, you just don't have room for that. So I always, every single video, I bring up the thought of having at least 2 accounts, and this is where having a second account lets me have a little bit of fun. And yes, we failed on this attack, but let's have a look here. We cleared this entire area, and now the next person can do something ridiculous, like take the core down using warriors, or something completely and utterly ridiculous. As we wait for Kevy Kavan to retreat, do let me know, should we have 3 times mode on operation attacks? I would love to have it, but I can understand why you would not want that. Because people already say, oh, I forgot to load my boats. No, you didn't. Oh, I forgot to boost. No, you didn't. Oh, then they're going to be like, oh, I accidentally hit 3 times mode. Again, no, I mean, there's like a 1 in a million chance where those things happen, but let's be, it was on purpose, or you just didn't want to get the missed operation attack in your task force's log, or whatever it might have been. Again, getting the intel. This account also has NPCs from 4+ days ago. Lazy, lazy, lazy. Or I have not been lazy. First of all, so prize time. I drug it out long enough. If you want to win a Boom Beach t-shirt, you need to tell me 2 things. Your favorite thing to do in the winter, whether it's to stay warm or it's outside or whatever it is, that is number 1. Number 2, your favorite place to vacation where it's warm, or go when it's warm. If you live somewhere warm, then you can be where you live. Keone, I'm looking at you in your Hawaiian islands of goodness. So that's it. That's simple. Let me know what you do when it's cold and where you go that it's warm. My base is old, as you can see here. Getting some, oh, I love this hit. If you haven't seen this video on how to do this hit, check this out. They have critter launchers and shock blaster and hot pot and max rockets and 100% building health, and green mines. And we, with tick 1 laser rangers, are just gonna walk through this base. Yes, we have barrage that helps clear a couple mines. Quick note, the order of the drop is super, super important. Bullet comes 4th, and then out come the laser rangers. That right-hand side rocket heavy chopper is not long for this world. That's why we've got an extra reinforcement. Sorry, brain not firing on many cylinders today. Ignoring the shock blaster, ignoring those 3 rocket launchers. Bullet and the gang just crushing. Look how fast that shock blaster is just gone. Now, there a second ago and then gone. Let's speed this up a little bit. This did not go perfectly under any circumstances. I started to lose some troops. That 1 heavy kept most of those laser rangers alive, but then ended up, I can't zoom, my fingers are too cold, I think. Ended up not being perfect on the attacking front, but still 234. Silly. That's why people have started to move some of their engine rooms to the back. They've got like a hybrid clump where they've got a front and then some stuff over there. I will show you how I am winning on occasion. Let's see if we can find a better time. 136. There we go. Let's show you a 136. So we are sending 4 boats, heavy choppas, to that back section. You're also starting to see people with hot pots back there and critter launchers back there, but sending those 4 boats back there. By the way, Orion showed me this hit. I did not come up with it on my own under any circumstances. And then just walking in. Bullet went a little bit of a walkabout towards the back, which was not ideal, but it allowed him to come sneaking in with that shock knuckles. Now, one thing to note, you see how my heavy choppas are over the gap? You don't want that, because when they get shot down, you lose some troops. That is why I flare them over the land, and then we just walk through the rest of it. So, picking up a win, ignoring the shock launcher, and down goes the base. Not gonna show you live hits here, because as you can see, I have to go back, and get that shock launcher. In the choice node, by the way, I chose the machine gun. You might want a sniper tower, not 100% sure, but I think machine gun's probably the best bet there. I ended up being, what was that, like 11 keys short for a shock launcher. Let's do something else, shall we? Okay, this account is in Kindergarten 9. Now, as you can see here, we had a new member join 8 hours ago. Did they say hello? No. Did they get any intel? Nope. So they get the old-fashioned kick. Come back when active and say, come on, that's not say hi, exclamation mark. I don't know how people join a task force and then don't say a single thing or get any intel. Don't know what the thinking is there. Maybe they're trying to get some free operation rewards. Regardless, one of the things I highly recommend when it comes to task forces is kicking people. It is critical. It means that those people like the Dirty Nugget who go out there and get 250 intel feel like their intel is going towards a good cause. The people who have, like, look at these stats. Grand total. Where are we at? And Ernestio Sergio, 543 operation attacks. Bruffmeister with 563 operation attacks. These players who have put their intel and powder on the line need to feel like it's going towards a good cause. And if someone's got 0 intel, 0 chats, and 0 operation attacks, then it's not helping those matters. So if you want a spot in Kindergarten 9, come join us. Operations every single day. That number right there. Come on, brain. That number right there. Super, super important. And the fact that that is not 100%, I think that's a good thing because it means we're trying harder things. So I personally don't ever look at that as long as it's above 60%. I always look at that number. And if you're colorblind and I'm just talking about things you can't see, please do let me know. Well, also, love to see that number right there, right about there. Highest leaderboard position, number uno. Let's see what the heck we can do here. I know some of you think, Zed, with those 4 boats, it's stupid. You have the ability to build, what is that? 3 more landing crafts or something ridiculous. Why I'm doing this, I don't know. I have a lot of fun with it. It's dumb. I should get some more upgrades going, but also, this map is very important. Never, ever, ever getting raided. Always try and mention that because it's a lot of fun to never lose your resources. Let's see what we can do on Ransom. Can't finish it. Too many shocks. Can we open maze? That would be amazing. Oh, let's open Outwork, shall we? Should be able to open up all of these cells by clearing all of those rocket launchers. Then maybe we'll... Let's do that, shall we? I like to mark those outside rocket launchers. Probably not required, but I find it to be a little bit helpful to know that your troops are going to attack the ones that are farthest from them, just in case some of them step out into the danger zone. Archer quote right there. Wish I had the soundbite. Danger zone. Anyways, my impression of that was not good. We are going to use battle orders even though we don't need to. Next up, we are going to clear all of the mines at shore, knowing full well that the next attacker after the next attacker, I gotta get that down, is going to go for those back shield gens. When clearing the mines for those back shield gens, don't damage the cannon. It makes the Zookas sit in an unusual way. They will sit in that back corner better if you don't damage that cannon. Little details. And now let's just leave those cells for the next attacker and try to get rid of a couple of these flamethrowers. Really don't care about this part. Not super duper important. But we are going to mark those rocket launchers in case someone wants to go hack them. We're also going to clear all of those mines towards that hot pot because realistically the core hit should be from that hot pot, but who knows if that's going to happen or not. Everyone is dead except for Brick. Brick just getting... Oh, it looked like Brick got shot like 4 times by boom cannons. So, if you have any questions about why I did any of those things on Outworks, please do let me know. I know some task forces just clear this bottom right-hand corner here and then just free snipe, like clear all of this, and then they'll need to clear that grappler, but Outworks should be 3 or 4 attacks, and that's where I'm going to orient my efforts to. Opened up all those cells, cleared the mines. Next hitter can go back and get those shield gens. The one after that can go get those shield gens. Or maybe the person can go get those ones and then go back there. That is, I love that hit. What can we do now? We're coming back to the Laser Rangers. We've done a little bit of low-level stuff, mid-level stuff. We've done some warships, done 2 operation attacks, did some map clearing, which shouldn't really count as map clearing because it's just Scorchers, and a little bit of warships. I really, really do want to explore this Laser Ranger hit a bit more. This person's base is going to make us be a lot bit more careful. Just don't know where to use my artillery. I think that rocket launcher over there is going to be a massive problem with Laser Rangers, but our Laser Rangers might hug this wall, which would make that rocket launcher a massive problem. This is where making up attacks live is probably a bad idea. You could just heavy rush this base. That's why they've got that hot pot back there to try and stop that. We are going to go something like this. Just double check where the range of that is. Also note, this is an important note. On the Twitter, can you even call it Twitter anymore? Saw someone complaining still. I have no idea how this is even possible. Complaining that they are beating their opponent, finishing off their opponent's engine rooms first, and still losing because there are still people out there that don't understand scouting. How that's possible, I really don't know, but it still is a thing. So just a note that our opponent started way before we did, and so yes, they're probably gonna finish first. That is not relevant though. It matters how long your attack takes. My attack has taken 48 seconds so far. It all comes down to when you start your attack. If your opponent has scouted longer than you, I'm sure all of you guys understand this, but seeing those comments on Twitter just blow my mind still. Let's get rid of this rocket launcher if we at all can. Probably need to back our troops up into this neighborhood, trying to change the angle, and that should be good enough, I hope, to get all of our Laser Rangers onto that final detail. Trying to get Bullet to throw some shock knuckles unsuccessfully. That hot pot is going to be melting our face. Probably need to throw some tokens into our good friend Medkit if we're going to continue to use these ladies, because as you can see there, losing them fairly quickly. Come on, ladies. Like, look how quickly we're burning through those engine rooms though. And this is where you can make a few mistakes. We are going to flare over top of the deck, get those choppas off the gap. That is super important. Otherwise, what's going to happen is your troops are going to die as they, you know what, need to flare back to about there. Getting those Laser Rangers out of harm's way, otherwise that mortar was going to completely and utterly wreck them, which it might still. That heavy coming in super clutch though. Come on. We are slow. This is not a quick attack under any stretch of the imagination. We're gonna lose. Don't really want to end the video on a loss, but sometimes that is required. Laser Rangers eating up all of the critters. That's why I love them. Critter launchers essentially nullified by our good friends, the Laser Ranger, Brain Bride. Let's go, ladies. Get onto all those things. I think we're actually going to pick up a win here. Our opponent started quite a bit before us, and they have not finished. I think we have until about, I'm going to guess they're at 37 seconds. Come on. Which engine room's going down first? I think it's going to be the left one. I am going to start tapping out my artillery. Can we beat 37 seconds? I don't think so. It's going to be very... Oh, we did. Look at that. Tied it. And by the way, I just made that number up. Let's see what Air Mech is at. Booyah. So we finished last, but we still won. I hope that solved that puzzle for some of you. I realize that it's not super duper clear, but we are on season 54, my friends. So we are going to leave it right there. Laser Rangers seem viable. I am very, very, very tempted to throw some more keys towards them right about there. Barrage, don't upgrade Barrage yet. Just need to be able to clear mines with it. It is great for clearing mines. Do get your critter launchers to tick 4. And now I need to figure out on this account what the heck I'm doing. Am I going to go back and get some GBE? Am I going to go get myself a hot pot or go get the shock launcher? Now, my other account already going back for the shock launcher, and I don't like to have 2 accounts doing the same things. Okay, so congrats to Falcor right about there, and possibly Perrins depending on Falcor's availability. Congrats to Daniel last week, and no critter plushies on the horizon. Do enter for that t-shirt though. It's gonna be an activity in the winter, outside or inside, and somewhere you like to go when it's warm. That's it. And back to bed is a totally reasonable answer. I am Zedmont. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, complaining about those trader deals, and more importantly, keeping Creator Boost Zedmont in every single Supercell game. Speaking of going back to bed, that's where I'm off to. I'm Zedmont. Thanks for coming in. Peace.